Welcome to It's Not God's Fault. I'm Yoli. Before I begin, I want to remind you that some names and identifying details have been changed to protect privacy. In the last episode, we talked about green flags, what healthy love looks like, and what safety feels like, what emotional maturity sounds like. But recognizing green flags and choosing them are not the same thing. Because after trauma, your nervous system does not automatically trust calm. Sometimes it craves the chaos. So today, we're going to be talking about how to choose healthy love after surviving unhealthy patterns, how to rebuild trust in yourself, how to slow down attachment, and how to retrain your body to recognize safety as safe. Even when we can see green flags clearly, our body may still lean towards what feels familiar. If you are trauma bonded, intensity feels like connection. If you grew up in unpredictability, steady can feel boring. If you survived control, freedom can feel suspicious. Your mind might say, this is healthy, but your body might be saying something's missing. That tension is normal. It does not mean you're broken. It means your nervous system learned survival above all things. Trauma moves fast. Attachment after chaos often feels urgent. You feel pulled, excited, activated. Healthy connection does not require urgency. If something feels intense quickly, consider pausing. You do not have to escalate just because someone else wants to. It's okay to slow down conversations. It's okay to not be exclusive. It's okay to not plan your future right away because healthy people are not going to rush you. After trauma, words can feel convincing. Apologies, powerful. Declarations feel like healing, but patterns tell the truth. Do they regulate consistently? Do they respect your boundaries? Do they show up the same on a bad day as they do on a good day? If someone is only being kind to you when things are easy, that's a clue, because safety is not situational. Here's where healing becomes practical. Ask yourself, are my shoulders tight right now when I'm around them? Do I replay their conversations later in my head? Am I constantly scanning them for their mood? Do I feel pressure to respond quickly? Are they making me feel pressured? Or do I feel relief when they leave? Now that's a big red flag right there if you do. Your body keeps score. If your nervous system cannot rest when you're around them, that's a red flag. But if it can rest, if you're at peace when you're around them, that's a green flag. After trauma, you might be hyper aware of other people's moods. You might anticipate their reactions or adjust yourself to prevent explosions because you're used to survival. But in a healthy relationship, you are not responsible for regulating another adult. I'm going to say that again. You are not responsible for regulating the moods of another adult. You can be compassionate without being their emotional manager. If you're constantly scanning, soothing, adjusting, shrinking, then you need to pause because that pattern belongs in the past. Chemistry can feel electric and calm can feel steady because trauma often mistakes anxiety as passion. If you feel addicted to the highs and the lows, then you need to ask yourself if it's connection or if it's activation, because healthy love will feel less dramatic. It's more sustainable. Here's something really important you need to know is that you rebuild trust in yourself by listening to the discomfort inside of you and not dismissing it. Honor boundaries even when it's inconvenient. Leaving small things early instead of waiting for proof is okay. Say no and watch how it is received. Each time you listen to your own instincts, you strengthen them. You do not build trust by being perfect. You rebuild trust by being honest with yourself. It's okay if you still feel pulled towards chaos sometimes. You might still question the calm, but that doesn't mean you're failing. Because you don't heal in a straight line, there's layers to it. And the more you choose to just the stability, the more your nervous system will learn that calm is not a threat. You're not broken if you ignored all the red flags. You were surviving. You're not weak because healthy feels unfamiliar. You're just rewiring. Choosing green flags after trauma is not about finding the perfect love. It's about becoming regulated enough to recognize safety and brave enough to stay in it. That is where real healing begins, and that is something that you can learn. Be sure to follow me on Substack or on my website at justbreatheandwrite.com. As I've been writing this series, one thing has become clear to me. Insight is powerful, but guided practice is what really creates change. I'm working on a journal therapy course called The Right to Sanity. It is designed to help women heal through trauma and grief, the kind that reshapes you and your nervous system, your self-trust, and your relationships. It will walk step by step through rebuilding emotional safety, processing trauma through structured writing, understanding grief in all forms, strengthening boundaries, and learning to recognize healthy connections. It's not open yet. I'm building it carefully right now. If you'd like to be the first to know when it launches, then you can join the wait list. Find the link in my bio. Keep an eye out because my upcoming book, Not What God Promised, explores how faith, trauma, grief, and survival shaped the choices that I made and how I began to untangle them. It goes deeper into the emotional patterns of spiritual confusion and the slow rebuilding of self-trust that followed.